Hey guys, so today's not Thursday. Don't worry, we're still gonna do a Thursday thing. But my friend Lauren really wants to post this video. So I'm gonna hand the computer over to her and she's going to spew out what she wants to spew out. I'll chime in every now and again. And I'm not sure how to edit this because I'm doing the recording through YouTube. So, this is going to be new for everyone because it looks a lot clearer. Look, it's not funny! But, okay, so here's my friend Lauren, if you remember her guys from the sleepover video. Okay, here she is. Hey guys! Ooh, okay, so there's Mikey, we're going to talk. Okay, so there was the Cody video, and that got all this publicity, and
something I'm looking for.
Yes, see, and I'm gonna bring it to you. Okay, so that one got all this publicity because it was made by an organization, and it was a video, and it was like all the big stuff, and okay, so I can't. Okay, anyways, so after I did research on that, I decided that it wasn't something that I was interested in. I don't really care if other people support it, whatever. But I stumbled across this other thing, and not too many people are familiar with it.
Don't push any buttons or you may exit out.
I'm not going to push any buttons. I was just trying to say. And not too many people are familiar with it, and it's this kid. I guess he's a kid. He's 17 years old. His name is Trayvon Martin, and this happened in Florida in a gated community, and
it's gonna stay there.
I know. Okay, so this happened in a gated community. This kid Trayvon Martin, 17 years old. He was visiting his father and his stepmom, or father's fiance, or whatever. It doesn't matter. And he decided he was gonna go to the 7-Eleven down the street or whatever to buy chips in Arizona or some, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And on his way back, he had his hood up, he was talking to his girlfriend on the phone, and on his way back, the neighborhood watch captain, he self-appointed himself, guy named George Zimmerman, and he called the police on him because he was suspicious looking man, is walking down the street, and he's got a hood up, he's staring at the houses, blah 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 blah. But he obviously wasn't staring at the houses because he was on the phone with his girlfriend, so why would he be staring at George Zimmerman's house? And so he calls the police, and all the police tapes are online now, you can find them if you Google them. They weren't released for a while. This happened a month ago. They were released in the past week, I want to say. And so you can hear George Zimmerman. He's a hooded black man is in front of my house. He's staring at my house. He's walking away. Now I'm going to follow him. And the guy was like, we don't need you to follow him. We're sending people. Followed him anyways. And then in the other tapes, you can hear people, neighborhood people calling in. They're like, we hear this boy screaming. He's calling for help. I don't know what's happening. It looks like they're fighting. And then you hear gunshot, and then the screaming stops. And so what happened was George Zimmerman followed him because he thought he looked suspicious, and which doesn't even make sense, because if you think someone looks suspicious, why would you follow them around? It just doesn't. I don't want to poke you somewhere where it's gonna hurt you. If you think someone's suspicious, why would you leave the safety of your house and go confront someone, first of all? Second of all, he's a 17-year-old teenage kid who has hood up. That doesn't make you suspicious. People walk around all the time with their hoods up. He basically, Trayvon Martin is I want to say he's 140 pounds, 5'7", and George Zimmerman is 250 pounds, 6 feet tall, and he was attacking Trayvon Martin because he thought he looked suspicious. And the problem I have with this is, this happened last month. George Zimmerman is not arrested. He actually went into hiding because he was getting all these death threats and phone calls and stuff like that. But he hasn't been arrested by the Florida Police Department because there isn't enough evidence on him acting maliciously. Like they're like, well, it could have been self-defense. First of all, he was following Trayvon Martin. So if Trayvon Martin attacked George Zimmerman, which he didn't because George Zimmerman was on top of him fighting him, wouldn't that make Trayvon Martin acting in self-defense, not George Zimmerman, who had a gun, and Trayvon Martin had a bag of Skittles in his pocket and an Arizona iced tea in his hand? Second of all, people have been pointing out a lot how if it was a black man that had shot a white boy or any boy, he would be in jail right now, and it doesn't matter how much evidence there is, he would be in jail because he's equivalent to the suspicious-looking boy walking down the street. And so there's a petition on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on Change.org, who Trayvon's family put it out. I think there's almost 1 million signatures now. That took a month to get 1 million signatures. Coney video blew up to over like millions of views in a week because people shared it on Facebook. People are not talking about this Trayvon Martin case, and it's because it happened to a black boy and not to a black man killing a white boy. It happened to a white man killing a black boy. And people are pointing out, oh, well, like, white people, I'm aware that I'm white, but I'm also aware that there are a lot of injustices that they need to be talked about. And people are like, well, George Zimmerman was Hispanic. Like, he's not white, don't put him in the white community. Doesn't matter if he's white or Hispanic or it doesn't matter. It's the facts are saying that he was a racist man who didn't like black people, and he killed an innocent teenage boy who was going to his father's house, and he isn't in jail right now. He should be in jail. And people do not know about it because the media, CNN has talked about it like a couple times. As far as I know, the media isn't really picking up on it because obviously people don't know about it, and people should be outraged because this is ridiculous. And I've seen a lot of stuff on Tumblr. I've seen a lot of one or two people post something on Facebook. They were black, like my black friends have posted things on Facebook, but like no, the white people that are getting involved are the ones that are saying, oh, he's Hispanic, he's not white, it's not racism because he's a minority too. No, that's racism still. And I was reading a post on Tumblr, and it was called Whiteness, and when I first read it, I was like, wow, that makes me really uncomfortable to read because it's pointing out all these like stereotypes, and it's kind of attacking white people. But then at the same time, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? All of it was true, and the only reason why I totally agreed with it, but it made me really uncomfortable. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, I've never felt uncomfortable like that before, like, with things I agree with, and that's probably how minorities feel all the time. So I was just like,
no.
Oh, okay, we're about to run out of time, but that was pretty much my point. So you guys should tell your friends about this case and get people outraged and get people involved, because Coney isn't phony 2012, that's what I like to think. But this is happening in the United States. Like, people need to know what's happening in their own backyard. Like, this is unacceptable. You should sign a petition, you should join a Facebook group, you should tell your friends, and things will hopefully get better. So, thank you.
Okay. So, that was my friend Lauren. Lauren, she's very big into the political stuff. She is. Not saying she's wrong, I'm not saying she's right. It's just, I'm not a political person. We had this fight like 2 minutes ago. So she did that. So like, if you guys comment on this, please no like haters stuff, please.
No, I welcome the haters.
No, it's not your channel. It's mine. Like, say your opinion. Like, you can disagree with it, but
so
don't
disagree with. There isn't, unless you're racist.
I'm just trying to.
You're racist, don't watch it.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to say, if you're gonna say something mean,
go to my Facebook page. Go to my Tumblr.
Can I talk?
No.
Okay. If you're gonna say something mean, like, just don't be like, oh, you stupid fucking bitch, blah blah blah. Like, that I won't tolerate.
I'm a nice person.
Even though I swear a lot on the videos, it's just, don't call my friend a bitch. She's my friend. So, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this really long video, and I'm gonna see if I can edit it. Okay, we'll see you.